What are people most looking forward to in budget smartphones? They're looking for a nice beefy battery, they're looking for some nice decent specs, and of course the price has to be cheap. And I think we found that with the Poco F1. People are already calling the Poco F1 by Xiaomi the OnePlus killer, the best Android budget smartphone you could buy, the best smartphone ever. While how the phone is going to hold up to competition has remained to be seen, but the Poco One by Xiaomi starts at a starting price at $300. And you've seen like smartphones starting at 100, 200, 300. I mean, the OnePlus 6 starts at 500. Normally, when any new budget smartphone comes under that $500 price hold, they don't have the latest Snapdragon processor. But this one costing $300 does. That is right there. The Poco F1. I mean, you gotta admit, you gotta love these names. The Poco. But yes, the Xiaomi Poco F1 starts at $300 and has the Snapdragon 845 chip in there with 6 GB of RAM at the base model. And if you want to pay $400 for a smartphone, you could get 8 GB of RAM. And another great feature about the Poco F1 is that this thing comes with a 4,000 milliamp battery. This 4,000 milliamp battery is the exact same one that Samsung is promising with the all-day battery life in the Note 9. So this phone starting at $300 has the same processor and battery as a phone costing almost over 3 times the price. Oh, 2018 is weird in so many ways. This phone is probably going to be an even bigger beast than the Note 9 with battery life, and especially over the OnePlus 6, because the OnePlus 6 is not only boasting an OLED display with way more battery life than an LCD. OnePlus is only offering 3,300 milliamps in an OLED display, while Poco is offering 4,000 milliamps. So if you're really a heavy power user for a cheap price, you can't go wrong with the Poco One. But here's the problem with the Poco F1. Of course, there are going to be downsides and features that are missing for a phone that comes at a starting price of $300. You just have to expect that. And if you don't expect it, I don't know what you're dreaming of. The Poco F1 does not have an edge-to-edge display, but it has a notch and a chin bezel. It also doesn't have water resistance, stereo speakers, wireless charging. It does have a headphone jack if you're still into that for some reason. And of course, if we take a look at the display, it's going to be showing an LCD display, which is not the worst considering that iPhone 8 is one of the best-selling phones, and that still comes with an LCD display. But in this Xiaomi phone, it's a 5.99 LCD display, kind of going from edge to edge, kind of. There's a little top bezel, even though there's a notch, and of course, the bottom bezel is kind of huge, and of course, they kind of curve the sides. That's the display on the front, definitely more bezel than the OnePlus 6 for an extra $200. And then we take a look at the back, where the Poco F1 is supporting a polycarbonate back, not aluminum, and not that nice red color on the OnePlus 6. The back is also supporting dual cameras, but you're not buying this phone for its top quality camera. It's definitely not even going to be in like the top 10 smartphone cameras. This phone definitely has its flaws, so I think if you're looking for like the best value and you want all like the features but you don't want to pay top price, I still think the OnePlus 6 is the best phone to go to. But on the other hand, if you do want 128 gigabytes for $400 or just fine with 64 for $300 and you want that big beefy battery and a Snapdragon 845 in a pretty cheap phone, well, this is gonna hand it to you. The thing about this Xiaomi phone is that most of the United States, I'm gonna say 99.9% of the whole United States is never going to see this phone. That's because the Xiaomi phone Poco F1 is never going to retail in the USA. The Poco F1 is going to be available in Europe and Asia starting today, so you can buy the Poco F1 as of this moment right now. And I'm sure if you really truly want it in the United States, you could find a way sneaking through the black market. If I only had $300 to spend on a phone, this would probably be it. This is a great budget phone. A $300 phone with the Snapdragon 845 processor. That's insane. We are right now reaping the benefits of this pro consumer market. I mean, Apple is releasing a edge-to-edge phone for $700 in 2 weeks. By the way, the event's going to be held on September 14th if you're looking forward to that. We got the OnePlus 6 in that red version starting at $500. We got the Poco F1. We got the base iPhone 2018 model. The consumer market is private. I'll love your opinion on the Xiaomi Poco F1 in the comment section below. I just find it crazy that this thing still has a headphone jack and a notch and costs $300. Thank you to all my subscribers for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.